Good morning, YouTube viewers and subscribers. I am very pleased and excited to show you this engine. This is an engine that arrived at my doorstep the other day, yesterday actually, from a fellow that has been loaning me several engines for me to add to my database. And this is a G-Mark 12 twin engine, and this is the original packaging that it came in back in the early 80s. Now I know very little about this engine or any G-Mark engine for that matter, but I do know that this particular one at least dates back to 1980. I found a review, or not a review, I found an article talking about this engine, but unfortunately that article really talked more about the internal construction and design of the engine than it did how to run it, types of fuel, that type of stuff, which is of more importance to me. But one of the things I want to show you here, like I said, I know very little about these engines, is that it does incorporate an air bleed carb, but it's not an adjustable air bleed. It's a fixed air bleed, and all you can really do is set the throttle. You set the idle speed using what I always call the throttle stop screw. So now this engine came to me with two OSF glow plugs installed, which I don't believe that's the right plug to run with this engine, so I'm not going to run those. I'm going to try and see if I've got two matching plugs that I can put in this thing. But also, due to the size of this engine and the means that it has to mount, I'm going to have to actually drill holes in this little wood platform that I've made for testing some small Cox engines, and we'll have to run it on that. So I'm going to work on getting that done. And stay tuned to see some more videos of this G-Mark 12 engine running very soon. Okay, so I've got this thing mounted to my piece of wood now, and as you can see I've got remote glow drivers connected here and my ground wire back here. So, and I've got an APC 8.4 prop installed. So theoretically this engine is ready to run. The only drawback is yesterday when I was running an engine, I had an issue with one of my two McDaniel Nice starters, and it decided to jump off the top of the engine and into the prop. So I'm down to one Nice starter, so I'm not actually going to be able to run this engine until I get another glow igniter, because I don't want to try and power both of these plugs off one, and I certainly don't want to just start it up one cylinder at a time. That's just not a good thing. So this thing is pretty much ready to run until, at least it is, but until I get my other Nice starter, it's going to sit just like this and look pretty.